I'm calling the Office of Prime Minister and Cabinet. Oh 02 6271 5111. Oh, hello. I'd like to speak to someone who is knowledgeable about the CDDC scheme and additionally someone who can get traction with a justice issue framed by the Charter of Human Rights of People with a Disability.
So, what was it again? What scheme?
So it's called the compensation for detriment caused by defective administration.
Just a moment. I can put you through to. Okay, so it's by department based because it's whichever department has caused the issue.
Well, it's a systemic. Can I just interject? It's a systemic issue. So it's the AAT, it's Centrelink, it's the Federal Police. I'm a scapegoat. That means that every government agency is pinned against me, and that I cannot get a lawyer, I cannot go to police, and I cannot be a whistleblower. So what I'm saying is, I oppose the whole government. I need to speak to someone who oversees, like not just a department, but the whole kit and caboodle. I need to speak to someone about
the whole thing is under the government. So each department, the responsibility for the department when whoever's in government is in that government.
Okay, who will I talk to now that I'm a scapegoat of the entire government?
I'm not sure. I can put you through to Parliament House if you want to speak to a minister's office.
Great. Put me through to the Prime Minister's office, please.
Information and contact for the office. I won't be able to do that. His office isn't here. I'll have to connect you with Parliament House, and they can connect you with the Prime Minister's office or any other appropriate minister's office.
Okay, let's try the Prime Minister's office because I've tried Birmingham. I've tried.
Well, I'll have to put you through to the switchboard, and you'll have to ask for the Prime Minister from them, and they'll be able to connect you.
Thank you.
I don't have his number with this department. Just a moment. Let me connect you with the switchboard. Transferring you now. Parliament House, good afternoon.
Oh, good afternoon. My name's George, and I'd like to speak to someone who represents the Officer of Prime Minister and Cabinet. And the reason is because I'm owed multi-millions in detriment from many agencies. And
I'll put you through to the Prime Minister's office.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Prime Minister's office.
Oh, good afternoon. My name's Frank, and I'd like to speak to someone in regards to millions and millions of dollars in detriment owed from many different government agencies. And the reason for this is because I'm a scapegoat. Now, this has caused me to be a vagrant, and this is my last hurrah. I've had to reverse engineer this up from the bottom, and I wish to talk to someone to acknowledge that I am a scapegoat and that I need whistleblower protection, that I'm not safe.
Let me put you through to Minister Cass's office. Hold on.
Who?
Attorney General's office.
Oh, hello. Is this the Attorney General's office?
Yes, it is. Can I help you?
Oh, hi. Yeah, my name's George, and I'd like to present to you that I'm a scapegoat. What that means is I've lost millions and millions and millions of dollars via inadequacies and by being framed in government agencies. I'm a free man. I've done nothing wrong. But this detriment has led me to many millions of dollars of loss. And it's led me to actually kill myself in a hospital, which was deemed fatal. And but I survived, and now I have a brain injury for which I can't get support. And I have death threats at the door. I am a failed whistleblower in all the agencies, and I cannot go to police or get a lawyer because I'm banned from the bar, and I cannot get help anywhere. This terrible situation has led me to be starving today. I've been squatting for 4 months, and I've been trying to get justice. What do you suggest from the Attorney General's perspective would a person like me do to get justice?
It does sound like a very complicated and complex situation that you're in. If you don't mind, are you able to pop this in an email and send it through to us?
Yeah, I can. I've actually got a whole whistleblowing website, and I've got some like I literally have no time to delay, defer, and deny. That's the mantra of the government situation. You know, I'm at risk today. I've got a mental illness and a brain disorder. I haven't seen so much as a psychologist in an entire year. There are death threats at the door. The house doesn't lock. I'm squatting. I'm in danger. To not act would cause me immediate detriment and possible death by suicide, which is what they're hoping for. I'm not suicidal. I'm not going to die. And I've actually compiled a solution to this, because I think what's happened is the government can't admit that they were responsible for conspiracy to murder, and it's easier to do away with me than it is for everyone to take responsibility. So what I've proposed in my whistleblowing website is that I just simply get a month's wage. It's millions and millions and millions of dollars of detriment. Like, I can't get a lawyer, I can't go to the police, and I can't be a whistleblower. I'd like to have whistleblower protection immediately, so I'm safe and I can be moved somewhere else, and my basic human needs met. I mean, the Charter of Human Rights of a person with a disability that was ratified by the government in 2008 has not been acknowledged, and every public PSA and government agent I've spoken to have broken that law. I don't want you to do that, and I'd appreciate if you would accept my email and respond.
Yeah. I think you should definitely put this in an email and send it through to us. But just in terms of like the immediate issues that you're facing, have you contacted Services Australia?
They're amongst they're against me, so they have rejected me.
Oh, okay. And you can't maybe try and make contact again to see if there's some sort of emergency.
No. There's absolutely not. What I need is justice. I don't need really welfare, because in actual fact, with the detriment I'm going to get, when justice comes, money's not even my thing. I've been framed as an extortionist, a rapist, a pedophile. It's been a horrible journey for me, and I've actually suicided. That was deemed a success, and I was found accidentally with no observable pulse and revived. So now I have a brain injury, and a year on, I haven't even seen one neurologist. That's how catastrophically character assassinated I am. So it's a very sad story, and a lot of people have been turned against me, family and friends, because it prejudices, it exploits already existing prejudices that are in society. So I don't know how it works, but additionally, to complicate things, my former partner, who I was engaged to for 5 years, owes me $500,000, which would obviously save my vagrancy. And he has been present at murders and stuff, and he works for ASIO. So I believe there's something to do with the secret of the Australian Security Intelligence Organisation that's covering this up. And I believe that they're protecting people with money, privilege and power as opposed to me. But my solution is to forgive everyone and get my atonement, and then I will give the majority of it to worthy charities, because I don't need a lot to live. I just need my basic needs met, and they're not. And if they aren't, that contravenes the Charter for Human Rights of People with a Disability. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm searching for a solution. I've been fighting for years and years. And I've had to reverse engineer this. I've lost $1 million at Australian Human Rights Centre. I've lost 1 to 2 million at ASIC. I'm just about to lose a TPD claim at the AAT. Actually, the Attorney General already knows about it, and she condones that I lose that. So I just don't know what to do, you know. I can't just be left here to die and starve. That's what's happening. They're hoping I'll die. They're leaving me alone. And I know I'm under investigation. And that's my plan. I just want a basic monthly wage. Everyone's forgiven. No one goes to jail. And I get to live a simple life, and I get to give back to the community again. Because in actual fact, I've spoken in Parliament, and I've spoken on the Today shows, and I'm a human rights awarded artist and author. I mean, I was a formally celebrated national person, but now, because I've been chopped down, I have no legal rights. I can't go to police, and I have no human worth or dignity or food or medication. What email will I send it to, please?
So it's attorney, ATTORNEY,
Yeah.
at ag.gov.au. And you can put my name on it if you like. My name's Sarah.
Yep. I'll just go attention, Sarah.
Yeah, you can put attention, Sarah.
And will you get it, darling?
Yes, I'll get it, yeah. I have access to that inbox, yeah.
Can I actually send it through to you right now?
Yep.
Because I've actually already emailed the Attorney General numerous times, and she's condoned this as okay. So I wish someone who's a public service officer to actually intervene and talk to the minister or the Michaelia Cash and say, listen to this guy. Like, he's offering us a solution here. You know what I mean? I'll just put at the top of the letter, I have no food, no medication, I'm squatting, and no human dignity, value, or worth, or legal representation, or can go to police, and brain injury and mental health issue. And I just want to say, I offer a solution. Can you please acknowledge this? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'll put my name. Now, when my name comes up, it may turn out that there's a blockage or something. Oh, dear Sarah. Yeah, so I've all the evidence is published on a website called, because I have no other thing apart from to say I think they're trying to kill me, like by neglect, you know, the violence of neglect. I think that's what they're trying to do. And I've just sent it to you, and if you could please acknowledge if you've got that, like, that would be really amazing. I actually already have a letter from the Attorney General. It says the Attorney General has requested the department respond on her behalf. sorry to hear of the difficulties you're experiencing. I note you have raised a number of legal matters. It's not appropriate for the Attorney General to provide legal advice to members of the public. And then they directed me to the Commonwealth Ombudsman, but I'm already a failed whistleblower there. So I don't know what else I can do. And then they sent me to the SANE helpline, but I'm actually formally SANE's Book of the Year, and I know the CEO, Jack Heath. So what do you reckon I should do? I'm a human being, you know. I haven't done anything wrong, I don't think.
So I can confirm that has come through. I'm looking at your email right now. I'm obviously not a legal expert. I'm just a receptionist, so I probably can't provide you with any advice over the phone. But what I can do is I can send this down to the department and ask someone to look into it for you, and they'll be able to provide you the proper advice.
Is it going to be quickly? Because I have nothing to eat. I have no friends. My family gone. I've been catastrophically character assassinated. You know.
Have you put in this email is your contact number here somewhere?
You can. I'll just email it to you again. Wait on. I'll just email it so you can add it to my file.
Yeah, if you just pop in a contact number for you, just so we can get back to you quickly.
Okay.
Because I think all you've got here is your email address.
Okay. I'll just say it to you, Sarah, again.
Yeah.
Here is my phone number. I mean, I've already... Thank you, Dr. Rich. I'm actually a doctor, so I know what ethics means. It means do no harm, but I'm being harmed, you know. Now I've already emailed all of the ministers and the attorney correspondents, and I've said it's evident you're all ignoring me by omission and acting with conspiracy to pervert the courts of justice, and acting with conscious intent to reject and ostracise me, delay and defer my line of questioning, which requires an acknowledgement. I said it's a victimisation and a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. Like, that's clearly what it is. And I'll just forward that to you, actually, that email.
Yep.
So you can see that I've already done that. Attorney at... So I'm going around in circles. I'm a human being, you know. I deserve my detriment paid, you know.
Sorry, I think that the email that you've sent with your phone number, there's not actually a phone number attached to it.
Sorry, I forgot. I've got terrible memory issues because I've actually been what was I going to say? Well, I was found with no responsive pulse. With no pulse and basically dead. So I've got a brain evidence. What am I talking about? I've got a brain injury, you know, and they're using that against me, you know. And I'll just have to save this again because it didn't save, and then I'll do the phone number.
Yeah.
So this was on the date. I don't know the date. I'll just say evidence. Evidence. Save it to that and send it to attorney. It's very important because if this doesn't work, important plus phone number. I'll go. Thanks. What was your name again, Sarah?
Yeah.
So my number is 0409847876, and this PDF explains I have already been through this. Thanks. And I'll just attach that. It is a conspiracy to pervert the course of justice, and it's a horrible thing. I can't. There's nothing else I can do. I'm a victim of oppression. I've suicided and I'm homeless. Oh, that's Senator Reynolds. She supports it as well. Wait on. See, I already offered a truce, you know. I'm a failed whistleblower. So I'll just send that to you as well. And if you could reply, please, really quite immediately. Do you think that might be possible? I literally want to make a really great situation out of this. So I mean, there's lots of omissions and there's errors on both sides, but it's too late for the government to admit conspiracy to murder and the cover-up of that murder. I did it, but it was from systemic government oppression. But I'm going to forgive everyone and atone it, and if my needs aren't met, I'll have to take it to the Supreme Court, but I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to do that. I haven't got time, and I just want to live a simple life, and I want to give the money back to charity.
Yeah. Okay, so your phone number's just come through, so what I'll do now is, once I get off the phone, I'll send this down to the department, and we'll have someone look into it and provide you with some proper advice. As I've said, there's not really much that I can do for you over the phone just because I'm a receptionist and I don't have a legal background, and it does sound like quite a complex situation that you're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess I'll just... will I wait till tomorrow, or...?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay, that'd be fantastic, because really it's millions of dollars of detriment, but it's from defective administration, and I've been framed. I've literally been framed. I can't go to police, and there's evidence of that on my website, killhim.info, of many times I've tried to report rape, murder, tax evasion. I don't have a voice. I'm rendered a neutral refugee in my own democracy. I'm a failed whistleblower. There's nothing left to do. Please help me.
Yeah, we'll definitely look into it. I'll let you go now, just so I can have a read through this and send it down to the department. But thank you for calling today, and thank you for sending through those emails. That's
right, and I just want to interject too that I am a former public authority and advocate for 25 plus years, helping other people. And I've spoken from Montreal to Dubbo to Parliament House to Warrnambool hundreds of times all over the country, advocating for people to have less suffering and not go through what I went through, see? And my intentions... I know after I killed myself that I was framed as an extortionist for complaining about a doctor. Now, that doctor doesn't even have an ABN registered. So there's a whole lot of inconsistencies, and it would shake a lot of things up. But if we just smooth it over, and all I'm asking is a bursary for a month's wage until you can work out the detriment. The evidence is clear on my website, killhim.info, and I don't know what else to say. What will I do? I can't eat anything. I haven't got my medication. This is against the Charter of Human Rights of people with a disability. And public authorities who are someone, even as a receptionist for the government, have a responsibility to act within the Charter of Human Rights, you know? I'm not trying to hold the law against you, but I mean, I have to stick up for myself somehow, you know? Well, I hope we can get some traction, darling.
Yeah, and thank you for your call. We'll look into it and send you through some advice shortly.
A solution would be better.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for your help. It's my last desperate call for help. I don't know what else to do.
Call.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.